I'm Karly.
I'm Jake.
We are waking up in Oz.
This is our new Xtour Eclipse 24/6 and we absolutely love it.
We started traveling full-time in August last year, so 2023. So it's like 15 months already. We are onto our third caravan in that time. Same truck though, so at least...
Yeah, we got one thing right from the start.
We got one thing right. These are our two kids, Dodge and Rocky. So we have had so many questions about this caravan. It's hard to get back to everybody. So we thought we'd put together a video and show you through our new home. We are so excited to show you all the ins and outs, and we hope you love it just as much as we do.
We'll start from the front. Just the classic D45 hitch, the 4.5 ton rated. Obviously we needed that for the size of this thing. It's a Road King chassis. Had to be customized a little bit because of the wheels we put on and the suspension that we decided to go with as well. We've got the Boss 700 Black Ops. This is just simply their heavy duty one. It's got the 2 brackets here, and that's just simply because of the weight and a bit of safety as well. So the Boss thing's super easy, guys. It works off a drill. Just pretty much you get a bit with the Boss, goes simply straight into there, up and down, reverse and forward. Super easy, super simple, and super safe. So Jake from Concept Canopies and Tactical Touring have actually designed the front box here. And as you can see, we've done 2 weeks away on Fraser, and we have had a bit of a mishap. This was just simply, obviously, taking a corner too sharp. We've learnt now. So super easy, guys. With our dirty stuff, go straight into there. We've got all our mats, all our sandy stuff, and we've got 2 boat bungs underneath here that you can just hose it all out and all the water just drains in, plug it back in, and we are dust-free, ready to rock and roll. Now this is probably one of the coolest parts of the front box is the handle. It's just simply a one handle up on struts. Huge box, heaps of space. First one, we wanted somewhere to put our cooking appliances. So we've got our barbecue and an air fryer all ready to rock and roll. And they've actually also thought to add in this here. So when we're actually cooking roast and that, we slide this up, which connects up into here. It's on Velcro, super easy, just so we don't get all that fatty on the carpet up top. Also guys, fully marine carpeted inside and insulated as well, keeping it nice and cool in here as well. All on heavy duty slides. Throw that back in here, and we've got a shelf up here that's actually built, so if you come in nice and close, we can strap stuff in because it's just on a netting. So you can ratchet strap down, you can just jockey strap down. Super easy, super simple, easy. So guys, that side there is our cooking and our everyday stuff. This is my side. This is pretty much the stuff that keeps us on the road, ready to rock and roll. Massive compressor, because if you haven't noticed, I actually have 8 sets of 37s that I need to pump up, and it takes absolutely forever. This bad boy, super easy setup, 600 bucks from super cheap, 250 litres per minute. I can do all tyres within 15 minutes. And I've actually set up a bit of an extendable hose here, 15 metres hose, ready to rock and roll. And that winds back in. So the van is actually 24/6. So in total length, we're about 10.4 metres from drawbar to rear bar. So she's a big girl and she's heavy too. Also guys, the guys at Concept have extended the shelf all the way to this side, so all my fishing gear goes in here as well. And then I needed somewhere for my ladder. Ladders are something that just gets thrown around. They've actually created a bit of a hitch up here. Comes all the way out, goes in, right at the back there, slips in, and we've got a little latch here. We just close it up. She's all ready to rock and roll. So this is the other side of our tunnel booth, guys. We have sacrificed a little bit of space for it. This is just pretty much, I've got my stone stomper in here that I haven't attached yet because I just haven't had time as well. All our Starlink posts, we've got 240, and then all our light switches for all our lights across the front, which, if you haven't noticed, I've done something different here, guys. Everyone does the light bar. I wanted to do something different. I've just gone for the 5 spotlights, and these things are absolutely insane. Now, you may be asking why. 2 reasons is we do a lot of remote stuff and we have little kids. I'd rather light up the whole area, ready to rock and roll. And also when you're on those back roads, I'm talking the back roads, haven't seen a car in probably a couple of hours, I can turn those on. I can't use my revision mirror anyway because I've got the canopy on, and it actually lights up more side of the car as well. So that's why I've done it. It's worked absolutely perfect. This one here, guys, is just another little bit of storage box. Just for this is like my attic, you could almost call it, in the bed, in the house scenario. So just stuff that we never really need, but we need to carry as well. So we've got the slow cooker, box of stuff in there, just a bag if we need to travel as well. And I can access that from just under the bed as well. So if you need something, it's pissing down raining, I can reach in, grab it, pack the bag, send the kids away. Cool, guys, so we've got our Starlink poles there. Pole just goes straight up, as you've probably seen a lot of other caravans as well.
Well, why did we put it at the front?
Oh yeah. Yeah, so as you can hear from Karly, guys, we had our last one at the rear, but we've noticed a lot of the times you'll back into your campsite and you'll back into trees. So you put your Starlink up and you're surrounded by trees. Generally, the front of your van has an open area. Generally, sometimes it doesn't. That's why we've got it at the front. Bit of a insight to why. Had the van for about 3 weeks now. We haven't plugged in once, and I'm about to show you why. So we have rolled with, again, we had this in our last van, a little bit different though. This is a Victron 24 volt system. The reason why we went with a 24 volt system mainly is because of the size of the inverter. If we wanted to do 12 volt again, we would have had to run twin inverters, because my wife seems to want to cook toast, cook coffee, have the induction running and the aircon running all at once. Try and tell her not to, just doesn't work. So we've got a 5,000 inverter up there on the 240 volt. We've got our twin MPPTs for our 10 solar panels on the roof, cranking in a whole watt of 2.2 kilowatts of solar. 2.2 kilowatts. We've actually sucked in at max 24 watts at about 10:30 on the beach. It was insane. This part here is our converter to our 24 to 12 volt, and then all our breakers as well. So lights, all our non-essentials are up top here, and then all our DC-DCs and PPTs are down the bottom. And this little butter here, that's our Cybo GX. That just controls the whole panel, okay? Victron, guys, you can pretty much customize these as much as you need to do it. I find this is probably perfect. We did run twin DCDs in our last one, but it kept shorting out, which I don't think you need twin DCDs because you've got the car running, obviously pumping in the 50 amps, and then we've got 10 solar panels cranking as well. So we didn't really need that. Also, Xtour, absolutely amazing, guys. They put a fan from the inside of the van that pumps cool air into this to cool it down, and it's on a temperature switch as well. So if Karly's pumping the aircon for the kids inside, it's actually pumping cool air in, cooling obviously our inverter off, which obviously runs better. We are running 18-inch bronze methods, which I absolutely love, wrapped with 37 mud tyres. Okay, yes, do I need mud tyres on a caravan? Absolutely not. However, Yokohama, what?
No.
Don't listen to her. But Yokohama don't actually make the all-terrains for the 18s on 37s, and I had to have 37s. I wanted to do something different, had to have them, so that's why we're running the mud tyre. But yeah, we've got the bronze methods. Absolutely amazing. Big reason why we did it was the load rating, guys. Absolutely strong load rating, and the bead technology in the Yokohamas. I can drop these like we did on the beach to about 10 PSI. Don't even need to worry about them. They're absolutely amazing. While we're down here, guys, we've got all our water hookups. Now, I'm not a plumber, but this is absolutely insane. So we plug into mains, guys. These fill up all our tanks. So I've got one filtered drinking tank of 100 litres and then 4 everyday water tanks. So our showers, washing up, all that sort of stuff. And I can individually fill them up from the mains. This is our grey water, pretty boring stuff from there. If you go on this one here, this is our individual switches, all right? So big reason why I wanted to individually have these is if we're off grid, I can manage the water usage from the family. So if I go, yeah, we're off grid for 3 weeks, we get 1 tank every 5 days. And having them all going at once, just easier to manage that one. This one here, guys, Xtour. Once again, just thinking of everything. So this is actually under Rocky's bed, which we'll go through the layout inside. It's just an external storage. So obviously that's all internal stuff, but I can access from the outside nice and easy. And then I've got my rear light switches just there ready to go as well. This one here, your basic outdoor shower, awesome for the kids, and it's hot water as well. All right, guys, so this is another caravan first for tactical touring. They've actually built our rear bar and our spoiler. Okay, so I said to Jake, our last one, we had a lot of dust problems in it. We used to have a drawer here. Had to chat to him to dust-proof the drawer. It was gonna make the rear bar too heavy. And that's the number one priority for me, was dust, dust, dust. So all we've done, guys, is a massive tunnel. So we've got our latches here. That just runs all the way through. Yes, do I get stuff caught in the middle? Absolutely not. So I've got my chainsaw, all my awning stuff on this side, then all my tap fittings and all that on that side. Super easy, and main thing is it's dust proof. 2 jerry can holders and lockable as well, nice and easy. And then our big 37 spare, absolutely amazing in the center here. Up top, amazing spoiler. Really finished off the back of the van, and we've tucked in under there 2 more of those spotlights just because it lights up the whole rear of the van. Absolutely perfect at night. And also the finishes as well. They've actually put a little bit of a finisher for the solar panel there and the camera up top there. Just the craftsmanship is absolutely amazing. So while we're here, stabilize the legs, we've gone with the Boss as well. Big reasons for that, we just had the standard ones in our old caravan. Us traveling all the time, we probably hitch up every week to 2 weeks. And if I forget to put the front stabilizers down and Karly lowers the front while I'm hitching up, it's just unsafe. So these are actually load rated to 18 kilograms, 1800 kilograms per corner. So also that allows me, if I get a flat tire, I can lift the whole side of the van just on these 2. Makes it super simple. While we're here as well, guys, this is the first for Xtour as well. They've done the J molds in the metal, just finishes it off nice and tidy, you could say, and it's nice and thick. So this is an optional extra. I think it's absolutely perfect, and a lot of different manufacturers are doing it. Xtour actually took the time, instead of just cutting the J molds, they've actually bent it around instead of having slits to just make it one large piece. Absolutely amazing. So you might have seen this door here. It looks like a tunnel booth, but it's not, okay? This is something that Karly and I have absolutely thought of endlessly about. Is it practical? Is it needed? We think it is, because our kids absolutely love it, and we love our kids. Okay, so if I knock on here, this is actually my kids' bedroom. So if we come down here, we've got a safety net first, just in case. And if I come through here, I'm gonna see the 2 kids. What are you guys doing there? Hey! And that's why we have the safety net, because it is a large drop. But yeah, absolutely perfect for these times. And also when Karly and I are out here just chilling out at night time, we don't actually have to walk through the whole van to check on the kids. We can actually look through here, poke our heads in, make sure they're still in bed and they're still safe. So Canvas Works from Toowoomba have actually done all this canvas for us, all customized, because obviously this is obviously a first. Isn't necessary for us, absolutely. We love it. Thanks, Xtour. Yeah, so I'm currently also talking to Jake from Tactical Touring. I really want to put a slide here for the kids. I think that would just be endless fun for them, especially when we're in these environments when there's not a playground close by. The kids are getting a little bit bored. Having a slide here, in the slide, up the stairs. We've pretty much got a caravan and a playground at once. Absolutely keen. So if anyone knows someone, let me know.
The slide, yeah, definitely in the works.
Yeah, we can't wait. We've got the electric awning. A lot of people shy away from the electric awnings. I've had 2 manual ones now, and I absolutely rate these things. For setup with kids, super simple, press button comes out and has the light on the inside shooting back in. Can't go wrong. This was me. This is absolutely me. Karly didn't want it.
What didn't I want?
This. So on our old van, we had an option of a 50-inch TV. Spoke to Jake from Tactical. I said, how big can I go? And he said, how big do I want to go? So we decided that a 65-inch TV.
We? You mean you and Jake?
Yeah, Jake and I.
Not me.
Decided a 65-inch TV on the outside of the van is an absolute necessity for me. Absolutely awesome job they did. They've got it super close to the actual caravan itself. So a lot of other manufacturers are doing this, but they're putting the brace of the TV on the outside of the van. What Jake and the guys have done at Tactical is they've actually bolted it from the inside of the van out. That allows the TV to be more flush with the caravan, and obviously the box can be more secure as well. Yes, I can already say, how do you close it? Just with my simple awning, pulling that down, putting that back in there and closing it up.
So I'm just going to elaborate on why I didn't want a TV. So in our last two vans, we took the TVs out and put them in storage. We deleted the TV aerials off our caravans. We don't really watch TV. Like the kids don't watch TV, I don't watch TV. Jake's the only one that really wanted to watch TV. And instead of just being a normal person and getting a little TV that he can put inside the caravan, this is what he had to have.
Do I do anything normal though? No. I don't. But that's not a necessity, guys. That's just something that full-time traveling, having movie nights, I think in the future is going to be absolutely cool. Yeah. Rainy days, all that sort of stuff. It's
definitely cool, and we wanted to test it out, and here it is.
It's bloody cool. Fusion speaker on the outside, perfectly located, and the guys have actually hooked this up so we can use that speaker through the TV as well. Now this is the sort of control box for the caravan. All right, so super easy to use. We've got our Fusion speakers on the outside that I can control from the inside, obviously the volume control, and hook that up to the TV. Power, 240, and then over this side brings me to my next thing that you don't absolutely need, but actually I want for me, is our air ride suspension on the TerraGlide. Okay, so this is super easy to use, guys. You got 5 different settings on the little control panel here, which you can have on your phone as well. You can manually lift it, or you can preset it. Okay, so I'll preset these to the absolute max height when we're going through a water crossing, or I need to get as much clearance under the van as possible. Second one's our normal ride height. Third one's pretty much mid, so if I'm on the highway and I want to drop it down just to get that little bit better fuel consumption, I can. And then bottom 2 are just dumped. So if I'm at a caravan parked, the caravan is quite high on 37s. If I just want to dump it, press that, dumps it straight away. Absolutely awesome. Is it a necessity? No. Old van, obviously the cruise marshal on that, you got your little control panel as well. Absolutely work fine as well. But this just makes life easier for me. Which leads me to the suspension. Okay, so had cruise marshal in the old caravan. The only issue we had with that one was a small leak. Spoke to the guys at TerraGlide. I think what they've done is absolutely amazing. They've done tubular stuff. They've made it stronger. They've made it bigger. In my opinion, they've made it better. We've got more travel in it, which is why we did it as well. So if you look under here, I'm not gonna get under there because I'm too big. So massive bags. We've got a twin compressor and a tank as well. All controlled by that dial pad, which all goes on PSI. While you're traveling, it'll automatically adapt as well. Is it a necessity airbags? No. Is it a comfort thing and an easy thing? Absolutely yes. What do you think? It is, isn't it? Unless you want to get under there and level it. No.
We did do 6-7 months in our old van, our first van, which was a design RV, without airbags. So it is doable. Jake just, again, like the TV, wanted something a bit more practical.
And easy to set up.
Yeah.
So reversing in and leveling at the same time with Karly at the start. I don't need to comment on it. So a simple outdoor table, a little bit different. This part here can actually be replaced, so it can be used as a cutting board as well. So you just pull it up, replace it if you get any sort of scratches and stuff. Fully decked out, nice and tight within when it's closed. So when it closes up, just closes and latches in. Super easy, super secure, and I only really needed one. So guys, electric stairs, yes, they're high. Okay, I get it. The reason why they're high is we've deleted the internal step, which Karly will explain to you why we did it later. I just got to carry this around. Super easy. I don't think it's a problem.
And that's been awesome because Rocky is in her climbing phase. So when we don't want her to climb the really high stairs, we just remove the bottom one and she can't climb up.
This is another thing that Karly didn't want, okay? This is one of those things with, I just say I'm gonna do it anyway. And she only really found out when we picked it up. But while we're on Fraser, she fell in love with it. So once again, she didn't know I was right, but I was right. 60 litre draw fridge, okay? Super easy, super accessible. When you're on the beach with sandy feet, all that sort of stuff, you don't have to go inside to get your cool drinks. open this up and it's ready to rock and roll. Another reason why we got this is when we're fully off grid, we can actually use it as a deep freezer as well. Last but not least, this is another R&D design first thing from Tactical Touring. Guys, this is our slide out kitchen. Yes.
Right now it's really tall.
Right now it's really tall. If you can see where we're parked on a massive hill. Yeah, sometimes it's just this tall. That's why we carry 1,000 of these with us. If we really need to use it, I stand up here and I use it. Yeah, it's a downside of having a tall van, but the upside of having a tall van is we can pretty much get to whatever we need to. So, twin induction, we've got our sink on that side and a drawer on this side, all decked out for our external cooking.
We did speak about in the planning of this, a pull-out drop-down weight. So really that came down, it was going to be really heavy. So definitely something that we can look at in the future. But for now, we're testing it out and, well, we haven't even tested it out. Oh no, I cooked some spaghetti and I boiled it over and spilt it everywhere.
She's already made a mess of it, pretty much. Yeah, so guys, it's not actually on a metal slide just to save weight. Yes, you might think this is super heavy, but it's actually not. It's on a Teflon slide, so there's no real metal and no real heaviness involved. This is obviously the cord for induction. So to slide it back in, it does not slide as easy as a metal, but to save that weight, I mean, it slides pretty good. So straight in there, tuck that cord in, and close it up. Last thing that I wanted, Karly didn't want, that's my little undergo switch. Yeah, you can't see it right now because it's light.
I did not want that. I like the rock light.
Another thing she didn't like at the start, now she loves. So I can do a strobe. It's all the steady stuff. So you can hook it up to your phone and do a bit of disco. We have a bit of a rave when the kids go to bed.
I'll tell you what I didn't want, okay? Electric steps. Yeah, electric steps are awesome, but I thought a triple step would be more practical for us because the caravan is so high. You can't get an electric step in a 3-step. Welcome. This is home. We absolutely love it, don't we, Dodge? It is beautiful, so homey, and yeah, I'll bring you around. I'll start with the front window. So we had a front window in our last van and we absolutely loved it. It just completely opens up the whole space, I think. So also the airflow that you get from a front window. Do you like the front windows, Dodge? Because you yell at people from caravan parks, don't you? You stick your head out there. So this is an east to west queen bed, right? I've actually made it as a king bed because I just think that it really opens up the space a bit more, and it looks a bit more like a day bed, a bit more loungy. I like to think that I don't get as much sand in the bed, but I don't think that works. We've got all the overhead cabinetry up here. This is all my stuff. So Jake has been kicked out of these overhead cabinetry up here, and he lives down the back. We have 5 Sirocco fans throughout the whole van, so 2 above our bed. We've got 1 here, which we originally put for cooking. So when you're cooking here and it gets really, really hot, it blows that cool air in from the front door. And it's also good because Jake gets really hot at night, so that also angles out onto the bed and cools him down too. Over here, we have the club lounge. We've had the edges cut off. So sometimes you can see the club lounge that comes up to here. Ours actually is shorter, which then makes this space feel so much bigger. I couldn't get over it when I walked in here and realized how big this space was. The bench tops are Corian. This is the Savannah Corian. So if you look at it, it's like a mini, I'll turn the light on. It's like a mini terrazzo-y sort of thing. And it's got gold flecks in it. So it really picks up the warmth in the above cabinetry. just coming back over to here, this table here is actually a full, like a bigger size table. You can't drop this down and have it as a bed because this space here, that's the size that the table would be. And we've had that before, and you're like cutting up like a little T-Rex. So the upholstery colour is Brumby by City Club. The cabinetry, down the bottom and all the white cabinetry is metallic white. And then the cabinetry up the top is the Luke Oak. And then Xtour do something that I just absolutely love, and it's the bulkheads. So this and this, my inspo was like a vintage van fit out. And when I saw that they did the bulkheads as well, I was like, oh my God, we should do it in the timber. And it definitely paid off because it just like brings that warmth up and that like homey energy. Also with the queen size bed, why did we go a queen size bed? If we were to go a king size bed, this is how much space in the living space we would lose. So if you look over here, that's halfway through our door, which then pushes this way, which then we have a bench of this size. We didn't want to give up that because look at this bench space. It's absolutely huge, and we only sleep in our bed. So we're happy to have a queen bed for that extra bit of living space. And then under the bed as well, we've got a couple of drawers here, which I have also taken care of, which is my bikinis and underwear, which I'm not going to open up because you don't need to look in there.
Do you think I would have got those drawers? Hey, Ray Rocky. Yeah, I think so too.
Moving over to the beautiful kitchen. All right, so this drawer is a must for us. So this is our bin drawer. Huge full-size bins, which we fill. Like they're awesome. So we normally have this one as our recycling and this one as our rubbish drawer. We went for the push lock as well, which is what Xtour do standard anyways. We've got another drawer down here, which is just our like medicine and supplements and that. Yeah, so we've got obviously heaps of storage in here. I'm not going to go through every drawer because look, I'm not that organized. I don't thrive on organization. It's not my thing. But this thing is my thing, which is a dishwasher. 7.4 litres for a quick wash of water, which I would probably use more water than that doing the dishes. So yeah, I've actually got dirty dishes in here right now, so you don't want to look in there, but yeah, that's a dishwasher. Then we have the ABI brush gold sink with all the accessories. This thing here is great, so you're not scratching your sink. But what we have found is that if you're not wiping out under your sink after use, it does get smelly. That's also part of the kit as well, so you can use that as a chopping board if you are short on space, bench space. As you've probably noticed, we don't have a built-in cooktop. I get a lot of questions about this as well. We run a portable induction cooktop, which you can pull out and put anywhere. We just got this one from, it's just a June one. It's got a little bit of breakfast on it. It's just a June one from Anaconda. So you literally just plug it in, turn it on, and you got your settings that you want to do. Super easy. I think it was like $79. And we've got the induction outside, so that's why we just have the single one inside, because we've got the double one outside as well. If we want to buy another one in the future, we will. We also have this storage under here, which I put shoes in, which is just drop down storage. It's heap storage. You could put cans, extra food, whatever you want, but we use it for shoes. I like to have a coffee machine because I'm not a very nice person if I don't have my morning coffee. So this doesn't travel on the bench. I just unplug this, take out all the water, and that travels in the kids' bathtub in the shower. So moving on to the pantry, we opted to have these slide out drawers because this is such a deep space that trying to reach things at the back, you end up losing a lot of space. So we went for these slide out drawers on these 3 shelves, and then we just have 2 big open shelves down the bottom. And then I keep all the weight down the bottom with like the heavy cans. So this is inside the Thetford fridge. We normally have this fully stocked, but we've just gotten back from Fraser and I haven't done a grocery shop yet. So it's pretty empty, but it is huge. We got heaps of space in there. So what's up here is, so that's all the Victron stuff, which I'm sure Jay could do a better job of explaining than me.
Easy to use screens. We've got our 5 water tanks here. Top one's our filtered. We've got batteries coming in. So percentage, what solar's coming in, what AC loads are going out. So that's the inverter loads going out, and that's our DC. Pretty much just our water tanks. Yes, we do need to stock up on water. I always keep the filtered water stocked up because that's our drinking stuff. Just another control panel. So this one's actually pretty cool with Victron. So you can actually see the solar pumping in. This will actually divert solar energy straight into either AC or a 12 volt loads. Which is why I went with Victron. Okay, so it doesn't go through the battery and then to the appliances. It can actually go solar straight to the appliances. For me, it's just more efficient. Underneath that, we've got just our Fusion touchscreen. This is where our Starlink lives as well, which is obviously a big box, which we're trying to get the new one. This little remote here is for our heater. So we have a combi diesel and hot water. Reason why I went with that is we want to get rid of gas. We had a gas leak in our first van. So we've just fully got rid of gas in this one. So that does our heating and our hot water as well. And why with me, guys, straight under here is our internal tanks. So like I said, on the outside, we do have dual tanks. Now, this is something you can't get wrong, because if you do, you can't actually use your filtered water while you're on connected to mains. So you need to have your both pumps on individual. So one pump's only for our dedicated water. Okay, reason why I did that, if one pump goes, whether it's the drinking water or the other one, I can just hook it up so we always have drinking water. Okay, so this one, the individual switch, I can switch off our our shower water when we're on mains, because obviously it'll pump straight through, and keep our obviously filtered water pumping out. That's why we've individually fused those. And like I said before, that's the little vent there that sucks the cool air from the inside of the van into the control panel, because obviously all that stuff works better when it's cool. And that's pretty much all I have control of inside the van.
All right, so coming on into my ensuite, we completely changed the layout in here. This is just so much better, makes it so much bigger, and we've actually flipped it due to weight reasons. That our shower used to be on that side and we've changed it to this side. Yeah, like I said, just for weight reasons. If you look over here, this little guy is our new friend. Anybody that lives in a caravan or holidays, whatever, your towels do not dry. Unless you are super onto it and hang them out every single day in the sun, your towels don't dry. So we put in this heated towel rack. So we've got our face level storage up here. It's kind of neat and organized. I put everything in baskets, so if it falls out, I guess it falls out in the basket. This little cavity behind the composting toilet also holds all the piping. We used to have exposed piping for the composting toilet. If you don't have a composting toilet, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but it's got a pipe that, like an air pipe that runs to the external of the van. So that's all hidden nicely behind the wall. So we run the Ogo composting toilet. We've used this in the past 2 vans. We go the Ogo, they do have the Nature's Head as well, which is quite big. I don't think we really need that. There's only 4 of us in our family and only 2.5 of us use the toilet. And then you just put your toilet paper in a little bin next to you. We did have a cassette toilet in our first toilet, and that is just for full-time travel. Cassette toilets, don't love them. Definitely don't love them. This is just more storage under here. Put the potty in there, nice little spot for that. But there's just so much storage in this van. We love it so much. We made a big deal to Xtour when we were building this van that we didn't want any dead space. And can I tell you, they definitely took that to a whole new level. So if you think of your shower sits here. This normally is just dead space. Look at the amount of storage we have in here. I have spare sheets for all our beds. I've got spare towels, beach towels, everything, and I have a spot for my vacuum cleaner now. If you look in there, it literally runs to the back of the caravan. Yeah, so that goes all the way back to the outside of the caravan. There's so much space. And then the one down the bottom, I just use as a laundry bin. Whose playroom is this? Mine. Yours? So this is the kids' area. So Jake actually designed this layout. I said to him, I want a playroom in our next van. Think of something that is going to work. And he came up with this amazing design where we run one bed on the ground that way and the top bunk along the back wall. It turned out so much better than we could have imagined. Like the amount of floor space that we've got in here, it's just, yeah, it's unreal. We're so happy with it. Rocky sleeps down here, Dodge is up here, and then this is the ladder. It's just, we could have built in a ladder, but we just opted for the removable one. Again, climbing bubba. Dodge just has this little Perspex safety bar. It actually clips down and you can fold it. It clips in under the mattress and you can just fold it down if you don't need it. So that's really, really good. He has a Sirocco fan up there and Rocky also has a Sirocco fan in there. This is another thing that we got custom made by Canvas Works. So you just unclip it from here. I wanted white because it just needs to fit in with the aesthetics. And yeah, it zips up. She loves it. Since being in here, she's been sleeping so well. So we are really happy with this. And then it just folds up out of the way. So we went for a big window on Rocky's one, just so when they're down in here playing, we can get as much airflow as possible. And we also added this storage in as well. So I don't know whether Jake spoke about this one from the other side. So we just have like our winter clothes in here, but this actually goes all the way to the other side of the van and you can access this side from outside. And then coming over here, this is my washing machine. I've only used this one a couple of times, but it actually cleaned really, really well. This is the mini Destination RV, the 3.5 kilo one. Yeah, it's really cleans well. The storage, I'm not going to open this one because this has Jake's clothes in it and he's messy, okay? I'm going to open the kids' ones, which is super organised. So this is all the kids' clothes. Do we have too much stuff? Yes. Have we done a lot of culls? Yes. And this is still how much stuff we have. I don't know how people do it, like the whole 2-shirt thing, but whatever. And also we got a baby, so nappies. Lots of storage. Like I said, so much storage. Dodge even has more storage here. We've got oh no, we've had a book fallout. Anyways, this is books. This is Dodge's book drawer. There's so many books in there. And then this actually goes, it's 2-level. This is just really cool. This is why I want to show you this one. This goes all the way up to here. So you could stack. I'm touching the roof right now. So you could stack stuff up there. And then this goes all the way to the other side of here. So I need to think of a way that I can like.
And here's all books.
Yeah, there's all the books. What have I forgotten? This, we've got 2 roof hatches. We opted for the electric roof hatches. So press a button. These are the Dometic ones. Press a button and it comes all the way down or up. It also has your light switches in there as well. Ooh, blue light. I didn't even know I did that. And then that and that. Really cool with this, you can close it if you're in a high bug zone and then open this up or close this so you don't get all the bugs in there. And then I just wanted to speak about the windows as well. So we had the Aussie Traveller windows in our first van. Yes, they're a little bit heavier, but they are, don't let the bugs in. So yeah, they're a little bit heavier, but weight over bugs coming inside, I know what I'll pick. So yeah, these ones are great. And for kids in bunks, the Aussie Traveller have a safety lock. So the Medic ones that we had in our last van, anybody can open them up. They don't have a safety lock. For me, that's a massive thing because he was opening up. Can you just stop for a second? I'm talking about you sticking your head out the window from the top bunk, which is super scary. Okay, go outside then and do a wee.
We're in the bush, buddy. Let's go.
These floors are something really special. So we're not the first people to do this floor. Like, we're not trying to say that we are. We actually asked somebody that has this floor in their caravan what it is, and then did our own research with Xtour, and they found a product that they wanted to work with. So this is actually called woven vinyl. So this woven vinyl is the Infinity brand, and it's the color Golf Sand. So if you look at it closely, it's literally what it's called, woven vinyl. So the vinyl is all woven in together. What we really wanted was something that when we're on the sand, because we plan on living on the beach next year in South Australia and in WA, something where the sand just falls in and then you can just vacuum it off. There's nothing worse than living in a caravan or being in a caravan and your feet, that gritty feeling underfoot from vinyl floors. So this has really eliminated that. Living on Fraser, we were just vacuuming it a couple times a day, and the vacuum cleaner would literally hold like this much sand, but you wouldn't have known. It's super easy to clean as well, which we were a bit unsure of because it looks like carpet. Are you okay? I need to look on the website and see what the actual way to clean is, but like there's a little bit of food just here and you literally just rub it. Like we've got a couple of black marks and you literally just wipe it and it comes off. So we've just been spot cleaning this. We haven't done a full clean just yet, and this is how clean it looks. So yeah, super happy with this floor so far. And I think it's a game changer in the caravan industry.
All right, so while Rocky's having some lunch, we'll finish off there. That's our caravan inside and out. We absolutely love it. Yes, are there some things on the caravan you don't need? Absolutely. We live in this thing. This is our full-time home.
There's necessities and there's niceties. Yeah, Jake picked a lot of the niceties.
Correct. Which
Xtour was just so accommodating for.
Yeah.
They were unreal to work with.
Yeah, so Vest and the team down in Melbourne, we actually flew down about 3 times. I flew down first and then we brought the family down, which I'm glad I did because I picked all the wrong colours, which I would have got in extreme crap for.
Yeah.
Look, we changed a lot of things throughout the build, which is unheard of in the caravan world of, I guess, a company saying, yep, we can do that, yep.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of firsts for these guys as well. And they just took it on board. They were absolutely amazing to work with. They were approachable. And
they pride themselves on customization. So that's a big thing that they love to do. They don't just want to build you a cookie cutter van. And when we came to them with this wacky layout, they were just
accommodating.
They were so excited to do it. So if you have a cool layout, ask them and they might be able to build that for you.
Yeah, and they're family owned. So they travel in their own caravan, which is an Xtour as well. But guys, we can't speak more highly of them and their professionalism. They actually flew up to Brisbane to give us the van. They were that excited about it and we were so excited about it. So
yeah, just super humble people and it's just really nice.
Yeah, because this is our life and we love it.
Yeah.